This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Utah State Aggies offense will have first crack at this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Rush is on him. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. The kick is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Aggies offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
To the air, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will open from the 15. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got it in the middle. It's Starling.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, he could not protect him well enough.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Now adjusting. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. He's inside the 15. There he goes. This defense giving up ground. He's finally knocked down at the 26.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Aggies come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. He'll do it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff to the single back. Oh, he dropped it! Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Dropping back, it's Reed. Buys a little time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. This Utah State offense has it going.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It would have been a 55-yard field goal from here, so they'll leave the offense out there and try to convert 4th and short. Pressure coming. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession and you're coming off the field.
The run from the shotgun. Thrust that arm out. Across the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to pass. It's Reed. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. But a little time, lets it go. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to Davis. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Crosses the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires one high and deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to throw, it's Barnes. Here's the pressure. He picks up 4, that'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab, it's Craver. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Barnes. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Find some fresh air. Turning on the Jets. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Bro, forget the read game. I'm taking this myself. Look at the big play. Look at the space open up. He sees it. He pulls the ball out of the belly, and he is off to the races. Barely gets caught, but he gets a huge play for this offense.
The Aggies have this offense rolling. Wideout trying to get it in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. It's complete to the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question.
Got it behind the line. It's Craver.
Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Makes his man miss. Content. All out of space. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bussey. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Aggies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He'll take it himself. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Back to pass, it's Barnes. makes the grab on the left.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the back. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. This Utah State offense has it going. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Sterling. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Sterling. He won't get there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, the running back has it. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bussey.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off play action on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Catch in the middle, it's Bussey. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Oh, he wants it all. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Craven. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 5 over the Judicials. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a man, it's Barnes. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This Utah State offense has it going. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense set for a first down play. Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Thompson. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to them. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking for space, it's Moss. Plows through the defense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Spins away from the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Wants to fire on second down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Under fire. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Utah State up-tempo. On third down, going up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's fourth down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Finds the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Rush is on him. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll give it to the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Quarterback on the keeper. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College